course. She was a mother. She was speaking as a parent, and she loved me, and she was doing the best she could. And I thought that by giving me these limited, circumscribed freedoms, that it would somehow mollify me or whet my appetite, rather than whet my appetite for more, which is exactly what it did. But I would say that for years I wasn't able, still, because I was still very young, wasn't really able to assimilate that experience in Liberia and in East Africa. But I knew I'd had a very special time and a special experience. And to this day, I cherish what I saw and experienced in that year, especially in those moments where I was on my own, just walking out alone amongst in the bush or amongst the people, wherever I went, without fear, because I saw an Africa that in some ways has begun to disappear, and I also experienced it at a time when I was, in a sense, pure and had no fear of anything or any prejudices whatsoever. And so I think it was, and also I think the year and those experiences gave me a kind of template for the life I was then to go on to lead. Once I had grown up and was in my 20s, I began to do things very similar to what I did that year in Africa. But first I had to go through the rest of my teenage years, going through high school at home with my parents and so forth. And I think it was, although I was very proud of what I had done in Liberia, it taught me things about myself. As I say, it was some time before I could really employ those tools or know with certainty that what I had been able to do there was somehow special, unique to me. And so I do think it was my big year. There was a definite before and after. If I was a child when I went to Liberia, I wasn't a man when I came back, but I was a child who had had some experiences that belonged to the world of men. And it made me proud. It built courage and confidence. And I think it was my deeply formative year, my big year.
John, and since your big year, you have become a traveler. What's that like, traveling? What does it mean for you?
Well, I've been a traveler. I mean, my family was a traveling family, and then I think Liberia was the first time I really traveled on my own. Truly on my own, and in a world that was supposedly full of dangers and risks and so on, but which I didn't feel. I felt that it was me and the world, and I was experiencing it firsthand as I wanted to.